Okay, so I am back with our 2 days of live coverage at the FPA NorCal conference here in beautiful San Francisco. And my next guest is Larry Pon, who is both a CFP and CPA. Larry, thanks for joining us.
Well, thank you, Chuck.
All right, so we were talking a bit off camera about what we're going to talk about. Clearly, with you, we're going to talk about taxes. What I thought would be interesting is to kind of touch upon how it seems to be becoming more and more popular for advisors, and especially in the RIA space, to start adding on what we like to call bolting on tax services. You can do that in a lot of ways. What we're doing at Sovereign is we're actually standing up our own tax company, a fully separate LLC with CPAs, EAs, so on and so forth. Or you could just develop better relationships with accountants. Many ways to do this. With all of that said, tell us what you would suggest.
It all depends, right?
It all depends. Right? That sounds like a CPA answer right there.
Of course it does, right?
Yes.
It's going to depend on your practice. It depends on the type of clients you service and the needs that they're looking for. Mm-hmm. So you do it in-house, but you got to make sure your in-house tax pros are up to date, fully trained, and networking with other tax professionals. Mm-hmm. Or you network and team up with outside tax advisors. But you got to understand what their expertise is, what they're good at doing, and what they're not good at doing. Sure.
And where do you see this heading in, say, 5 years? My contention is, in 5 to 10 years, a lot, if not most clients are going to have their person. Meaning they're not going to have their planning person, then their tax person, then their estate person. They're going to have their person, and that person is going to coordinate all of those services. Is that a fair statement?
It's a fair statement because that person could be the advisor, the financial advisor. They're the quarterback.
Yeah.
And then they'll hand off to the appropriate specialists involved. So you might have a tax preparation expert. That could be just one person. Mm-hmm. You'll have a tax strategist. That could be another person. Mm-hmm. And you might have a tax problem solver because clients get in trouble all the time.
The fixer.
The fixer.
Yeah.
So it might not be one person fulfilling all those roles. It could be different people.
Mm-hmm. Sounds good. And what are you seeing? I know you're involved in both worlds, right? You have both the CFP and the CPA. What are you seeing along these lines?
It depends, right? It depends on the practice. So, but I think what's important is understanding how to provide tax planning as part of your financial planning mm-hmm. and your wealth management to your clients. It should be integrated. It's a strong team effort, no matter if your tax specialist is within your firm or outside your firm.
Absolutely. And I think it could be done either way, right? So one way or another, you want to have a good relationship with whoever's doing the taxes. That could be the accountant down the street. It could be the accountant that's in your office, or in our case, the accountant that's part of a sister company. That's how we're doing it. But there's many, many ways to do this. We can't not talk about AI, mm-hmm. right? And AI seems like, boy, is it a great fit for tax. Are we going to see? We're going to see disruption everywhere with AI. Are we going to see a lot of disruption in the tax prep business and the advisory business with AI?
It's funny you say that because I see AI as a tool.
Sure.
Like we've had tools, joining us in the past few decades, and AI is a tool. And I think the mistake people are seeing that it's the final result, and I think that's a big mistake. Mm-hmm. I have a perfect example. Recently, we just had a tax court case where the lawyer used AI to draft a brief.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, you know.
Larry and I had dinner last night at one of the events, and we were talking about this. That's a great story. Yeah.
Right, and the judge, of course, double checks all the cites and the quotes and the law and all that, and yeah. So that was obviously a mistake. Mm-hmm. AI is going to save us a lot of time. AI is going to help us deliver results to our clients, but we still need the human judgment and the expertise to know if it's hallucinating.
Yeah, that's exactly right. So the way I see it, at least for now, and who knows what even next year is going to bring, because mm-hmm. AI and technology is just mm-hmm. exploding, and the capabilities seem to be exponential. But it seems like having just a really good junior person, right? If I were to have a junior person, I would have them do the work, but boy, you really need a senior person to review that. So I think you take the role of a junior person to do that initial round of planning or check out these scenarios. But at the end of the day, at least for now, that could change next year, could change next week with the way technology is going. But you still need a human to review that.
You certainly need a human to learn that, but also it's all about the prompt. It's like any technology, it's garbage in, garbage out. If you put a good prompt in, you'll probably get a pretty good result. If you put a bad prompt in, you won't. But I'm a tax professional. One thing that's really important to us is privacy mm-hmm. and confidentiality. if you're uploading your client data into the AI learning model, that's going to go public, and you got to watch out.
Well,
for
you could
that.
put constraints on that, though, is my understanding.
Well, AI can read right behind the redacting,
Okay.
so you got to be really careful.
Interesting.
Oh yeah.
All right. What's one of your favorite tax AI prompts?
My favorite tax AI prompt. Well, I've been using it to find hotels, so I don't. My favorite AI prompt, which has been working out pretty well, is to help me find recent court cases on certain topics. Of course, I double check them, but it seems to work a whole lot better than our research services, because a lot of times it hits the research services later, but AI can seem to find it because it's searching the actual court websites.
Right. Interesting. All right. So, Larry, as we're coming up on time, what would be your best piece of advice for advisors looking to get more into offering tax prep, tax planning?
Right. Our clients are expecting us to help them with that. Now, you can't be the tax expert, right? But you want to leverage off who the tax experts are. But what you can do is be the spotter. Spot the issues, spot the problems, and find the experts to help solve them. So there's still a need for teamwork and collaboration.
All right. Well, that's a great place to put a pin in it for today. Larry, thanks for joining me.
All right, thank you, Chuck.
Okay.
Thank you.
So that's it for this segment. We have two more to go for this afternoon. I'll be back in another hour with some more content. I will see you then. Thanks for joining us. All right. That was great.
That worked out okay?